cats. Mysterious, graceful, and sometimes, let's be honest, a little bit chaotic. They can knock a glass off the counter with the elegance of a ballerina and the confidence of someone who knows they'll never face consequences. But when they cause trouble, have you ever wondered, do cats actually feel bad? Do they apologize in their own feline way? Today, we're diving into the fascinating emotional world of cats, their hidden feelings, how they read our emotions, and the surprising ways they try to make peace after mischief. Let's decode the mystery behind how cats say, "I'm sorry." Cats aren't just cute companions. Beneath their cool exterior lies a complex emotional universe. Science shows that cats experience a full spectrum of feelings: happiness, sadness, affection, fear, even frustration. They might not write apology letters, but make no mistake, there's a lot going on behind those eyes. When a cat feels safe and loved, their world opens up. You'll see it in their carefree play, the little somersaults, the belly-up stretches, the soft purr that seems to hum peace into the room. Those are not random habits. They're visible signs of joy and trust. Cats express love not with grand gestures, but with quiet consistency, curling beside you on the couch, brushing their head against your leg, or simply existing peacefully in your presence. But just like us, cats can have emotional lows too. They feel sadness when something changes, when a beloved person moves away, when their companion passes, or when the home they knew suddenly feels unfamiliar. A sad cat withdraws, becomes less playful, sometimes even stops purring. And that's when they need us most, to comfort, reassure, and gently help them rediscover safety. Now here's something crucial. Cats also feel anger and frustration, not out of spite, but as a reaction to stress, confusion, or broken routine. Maybe their litter box moved, or another pet took their favorite spot. Maybe they just don't understand why the human they adore suddenly raised their voice. When cats lash out, through hissing, swatting, or hiding, it's often their way of saying, "I'm overwhelmed." But here's where it gets really interesting. Do cats actually know when they've done something wrong? Science says, not exactly. Cats don't understand morality the way humans do. They don't think in terms of good or bad. So when your cat knocks over your coffee mug, they're not plotting revenge. They're just curious or bored or responding to something instinctive. What they do understand, though, is you, your tone, your body language, your facial expression. You're like a giant emotional billboard to them. Studies show that cats are surprisingly attuned to human emotion. A 2019 study from the University of Bari in Italy found that cats can actually read our facial expressions. They know what a smile looks like. They can sense tension in a furrowed brow. Combine that with their ability to distinguish subtle changes in voice, and it's no wonder they often react immediately when we sound upset. If you're enjoying these fascinating insights into your cat's world, make sure to hit subscribe and join the Pets Idea family. Your furry friend will thank you for it. So when you scold your cat after an accident, they may not grasp the logic of what they did wrong, but they do pick up on the shift in your energy. They recognize something is off between you. And for a creature that values stability and emotional connection, that tension matters deeply. Which leads to the big question. When your cat approaches you after chaos, are they apologizing? Not quite. Not in the human sense. Cats don't feel guilt as we understand it. Guilt requires moral awareness. But they do feel emotional disconnection, and they want to fix it. So, when your cat slowly approaches you, tail raised, eyes soft, or begins to purr after knocking something over, it's not, "I'm sorry I did that." It's, "I can tell you're upset, and I don't like it. Let's be okay again." That's their version of peacemaking. Instinctive, emotional, and sincere. Let's look at the most common ways cats try to reconcile. Their secret language of feline apologies. First, purring. It's the universal sound of peace. When your cat purrs after mischief, it's a calming vibration, almost like they're using sound therapy on both of you. It's their way of saying, everything's okay now, right? Then there's slow blinking. Experts call it the cat kiss. It's a gesture of ultimate trust. When your cat looks into your eyes and blinks slowly, they're saying, I trust you. I feel safe with you. If they do this after knocking something off your table, take it as their subtle way of making amends. Next comes licking or nuzzling. Among cats, mutual grooming is a form of bonding. When your cat licks your hand or rubs their face against yours after misbehaving, they're re-establishing that bond. It's their way of saying, we're still family. Head bumping is another heartfelt gesture. Cats release pheromones when they rub their heads against you. It's a mix of affection and ownership, like they're marking you as safe territory. After mischief, it's their way of saying, you're still mine, and I still trust you. Then there's kneading. Those rhythmic making biscuits motions come from kittenhood, when kneading their mother's belly brought warmth and nourishment. When they do it to you, especially after they've annoyed you, it's a comfort-seeking act. It's as if they're saying, I want to feel close again. One of the most vulnerable gestures a cat can make is showing their belly. It's the ultimate display of trust. The belly is their most sensitive area, so when your cat rolls over and exposes it, they're surrendering, admitting vulnerability. It's their quiet way of saying, I'm not a threat. Let's be friends again. And then there are the gifts. Sometimes very questionable gifts. A dead mouse, a toy, a leaf. They're not random. In the wild, cats share food to build bonds. When they bring you a gift, it's their way of sharing success, of saying, see, I still care. Sure, it's not an apology note, but in the feline world, it's a peace offering. Approaching you with their tail held high is another powerful sign. That upright tail, especially when it curves at the tip, means confidence, affection, and welcome. After trouble, if your cat walks toward you with that posture, they're reaching out. They're saying, don't ignore me. I still want your attention. Finally, initiating play. When your cat brings a toy or starts darting around after misbehavior, it's their playful attempt to reconnect. Cats use play to release tension and rebuild trust. It's like they're saying, come on, you can't stay mad forever. All of these gestures, purring, blinking, rubbing, gifting, aren't just random quirks. They're communication. They're your cat's instinctive way of healing the emotional bond between you. And that's the heart of the feline apology. It's not about guilt. It's about reconnection. Cats may be independent, but they value their humans more deeply than most people realize. Even when they seem distant, they're constantly observing you, learning your moods, and adjusting their behavior in subtle ways to stay close. So, the next time your cat knocks something off a shelf or shreds the corner of your favorite chair, try this. Take a deep breath. Don't think of it as defiance. Think of it as a creature acting on instinct, then trying, quietly, humbly, to make peace in the only language they know. Because under all that fur and mystery lies a creature that loves you in its own way, softly, silently, but truly. So, if you ever catch your cat staring at you, blinking slowly, or curling up beside you after chaos, remember, they're not ignoring what happened. They're saying, hey human, I still love you. And maybe that's the most beautiful apology of all. Cats may never say the words, but their hearts speak volumes. And if you want to speak their language, learn how to show love in ways they understand. I've got another video that reveals 8 secret ways to tell your cat, "I love you," in their own feline dialect. Click on the screen, and let's keep exploring the amazing, emotional world of cats together. Because when it comes to our furry friends, there's always more to learn, and always more to love. Which of these gestures surprised you the most? Share your cat stories in the comments below, and if you learned something new, give this video a thumbs up. It really helps Pets Idea grow.